doing that. We gave them the friggin' game. In my opinion, that sucks. What's that? Playoffs? Talk about playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
Playoffs?
Hey, what up? It's the We Talking Playoffs podcast. I got my boys Mike. We'll say what up, Mike.
What's up?
We got Kirsch on the phone.
Yo.
All right. A lot of news since the last time we was on. Did Brendan go back to Germany yet?
He did. He left on Sunday.
Okay. First thing on the agenda is the OKC Carmelo trade. What do you guys think about it?
Go ahead, Mike.
To be honest with you, I mean it's good and it's bad. Russ isn't going to be able to be the player that he was with another person that's going to want the ball. I mean, Paul George and Carmelo basically do the same thing, play the same position. Carmelo is just a little better of a rebounder. Paul George is a better defender. But other than that, I mean, when it comes down to the clutch, who you going to give the ball? And it's not going to be Russ because his shooting percentage isn't there. So it's going to be either Carmelo or Paul George. But I still feel that they don't have enough weapons to be able to hang with Golden State.
That's fair. They don't have any bench. Their bench is like shredded now. But what do you think, Kirsch?
I think here's what I think of the last few days. Actually, in general, I think it's it's good for the NBA. They're still talking about the NBA. The NBA season about to start. In actuality, I don't think it matters a whole lot as long as Golden State's healthy. I do like what OKC did. I like that they kind of didn't fall by the wayside like a lot of teams do when they lose a star. They were focused on getting back on the level that they've been on for the last 6-7 years. I think Carmelo's going to be fine. They haven't really said how they're going to play, but I figure Carmelo's probably going to play small ball 4, kind of be the Chris Bosh role, or like how he played with Team USA, where he's kind of spotting up quite a bit.
Yep.
So he's going to basically play like Kevin Love.
No,
I think
they're going to stretch him out.
No, did you like how he played on USA? He was like the fourth option, and he was just getting whatever he wanted. Like he was just getting open shots, and he was just spotting up. He everywhere though. Like it wasn't like you just go stand out there. It was like, oh, Melo, you're wide open. You know what I'm saying? Like he was just knocking down everything, and it was effortless for him. So that's what you're talking about.
I think by playing small or 4, you kind of cover some of his defensive deficiencies, along with some of his old age. I think OKC is going to be very, very competitive. I think they're, one of the 3 or 4 best teams in the West. I would say that I like them better than what Houston's doing.
Oh yeah, Chris Paul is out there. I mean, everybody on the banana boat done moved except LeBron. This year,
LeBron said in his press conference yesterday he would retire a Cavalier. So he's not going no.
Okay. All right. Yeah. We'll see.
I feel when it comes to OKC trade that it's not enough to keep either one of them together.
You talking about Russ? I was just about to ask that. Is this enough to keep Russ and PG in OKC?
Nope.
I don't think Russ is going anywhere.
PG, on the other hand, we don't know. If this year goes well, I think he might be. He might stay.
I can see him staying for the simple fact that I see the Clippers on the downturn, and I don't think that he really meshes with what the Lakers are doing. So I don't know that Magic's gonna go overboard in trying to pay him. It might end up being more lucrative for him to stay with Oklahoma City.
Right. They asked Carmelo in the press conference, like, I mean, you and Paul George, y'all play the same position. You know, are you gonna come off the bench? He was like, "Who, me?" Oh, it was so funny, dog. He's like, "What the fuck? What type of question is that?" But he was like, "Huh." And I think he talked to his agent or one of his boys, like, that was out in the crowd. He's like, "Huh, they said I was gonna come off the bench." I was like, "Wow." Yeah, so he made it clear he's not coming off the bench, regardless what Billy Donovan say. He's not coming off the bench. So that's been settled.
That's funny. That is funny.
Yeah, but what's up?
I was gonna say on this whole Carmelo having a true point guard or having a guard now with him. My question to y'all is, with him, I mean, he had one in Denver when he had Chauncey and when he had AI. Which one was better for him with him in Denver? How do you see that translating to his play now as far as with Russ?
Allen Iverson wasn't a point guard, though.
Right.
He wasn't. Chauncey was a different type of point guard, but he was a game manager and he ran the offense. So I would say he had a better. Is that the year they went to the finals, the conference finals?
I'm not gonna get a shower.
Curse. I don't remember. I don't remember that squad. I think that might have been the year they went to the finals. I mean, the conference finals. But if that, yeah, of course. Chauncey Billups was the better point guard out of the two.
So you feel that Chauncey Billups elevated Carmelo's game or made his game better, made it more complete?
I think he made the game easier for Carmelo. I don't know about the other two.
Okay.
But with like Russ, it's a different dynamic because Russ ain't really a point guard. He's like, I don't really know what to call him.
He would be like a young version of AI, but a better passer. He sees the floor better than AI.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. Can they get along though? That's what I want to know because this is what we have to look forward to. Because PG, how he is in the media, and how well Carmelo, he's cool, he's laid back, but PG, he likes to complain. Curtis, can you turn your TV down?
My TV's not up.
I can hear it. It's loud as fuck. You sitting right
Right.
on the TV?
Ding. Yeah, I heard it too.
You sitting mad loud. But let's see. Let's see. And like before, while I was doing the rundown, well, everybody's seen this coming, but D Wade signed with the Cavs for a 1 year, $2.3 million deal. Does this help the Cavs? Tremendously? Probably not. I mean, they got D Rose, which he was productive last year. They got IT. They're probably gonna trade Sean. Listen. What?
I thought that was really funny because I don't know if Dwayne Wade would really make the team.
No, he's gonna make the team. He's productive.
He can be 12 man.
He's getting paid $2.3 million. He's not gonna want to start.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I'm him, and I just took a haircut. Like what they paid him $10 million to go away. That's
Right.
He still had what? He lost $8 million off that deal. No, I'm not starting. I don't want to start. I'm good. I'll play with like you used to say, Kirsch, when you when you used to work at KFC. He was like, y'all pay me such and such dollars an hour. You gonna get this that amount an hour worth of work. So that's what I would do if I was him. Like, I'm coming out the bench. Y'all getting $2.3 million of production.
The other thing you got to remember is Isaiah's not going to play until like January, February. They said.
Right.
So
But
D Wade can.
I'm sorry.
D Wade can play some point guard because he did it in Miami as a ball handler.
Right. He doesn't have to do. They got JR still. They got a lot of bodies, and to make up for the lack of production with Kyrie. Because right now it's the lack of production with Kyrie because IT's hurt. I think D Wade and D Rose is enough.
The Cavs have Jose Calderon too, right?
He's not going to get seen to tick, but he's a good game manager.
Okay, but you got Derrick Rose and Jose Calderon, so what do you need Dwayne Wade to play point guard for?
D Rose he's going to pretty much. That might be your second unit point guard.
That's what I'm kind of getting at.
Maybe when IT comes back, but not for the first 3 months of the season.
Maybe not. I don't know. He might start, but when IT gets back, they just get deeper. Everybody gets pushed back. Their responsibilities get pushed back. IT scored. He averaged 30 points last year. You know what I mean? Like, he could put the ball in the hoop, and I think he's gonna give LeBron he's like 12 minutes of like what LeBron does is where he kicks back for like a quarter and then he rests and let the young dude IT isn't that young, but like he let Kyrie do his thing for a quarter and Kyrie scores 15 buckets in a damn quarter while he's chilling. You know what I'm saying? Just facilitating. So I think this. Going forward, they can still use that same system. But what we're going to look at is Kevin Love's production is going to skyrocket with IT being out.
Look, the Cavs are so deep that they are cutting players. They have to cut someone for Dwayne Wade to be on their 20-man training camp roster.
Oh, Dwayne. They got to cut Dwayne. Buddy, they be talking shit. What's his name? Daquan or Dwayne Jones? You know what I'm talking about? Dante. There you go. Dante. He gone. He out of there. Easy decision. Speaking of, what's going on, we got to predict. I wanted to do who's in and who's out for the East and West playoffs. We'll start off with the East. Mike, who would you say is in and who's out?
Who's in and who's out? I think Indiana's out. I think Atlanta's out. Chicago's out.
What would you say, Kurt?
So you'll still have Boston, Cleveland, Toronto, Washington, and Milwaukee. Those five.
I think that's going to be a consistent. What do you think, Kurt?
Right.
I think it's easier to just tell you the 8 that I would have in the playoffs as of starting the season. Cleveland, Boston, this is no particular order. Right. Washington, Toronto, Milwaukee. What is it? Cleveland, Boston, Toronto, Washington, Milwaukee, Miami.
I knew you was going to throw the bum-ass heat in there.
They're going to make the playoffs this year.
They're going to now.
Charlotte. And Atlanta.
Nah.
Wow.
Nah.
You're going to leave Philly out?
Yeah, I'm leaving Philly out.
Yeah.
Philly's going to get the 8. Y'all watch.
You're tripping.
Who gonna be better than them? Chicago? Please.
They're not going to get it together, Mike. That's a great. Yeah, if we were playing 2K, I can see it. But other than that, dog, no.
I think you're gonna have like the AC is gonna be like vying between Atlanta, New York, and Detroit.
I got
New York
Detroit. That's what that was.
Yeah, I was saying.
And my selection of who's gonna make it, I got Charlotte, Miami, and Detroit. I think they're all gonna get it together this year.
Miami has very good depth, and they play very good team defense, and they have a very explosive backcourt. Especially
they are in the East. That's all we need to say.
No, they got their best coach out of the teams that we got picked to go in. Every team, Philly, Charlotte, Detroit, Miami got the best coach.
You don't think Steve Van Gundy's that good of a coach?
He's not better than Spo.
Spoelstra is arguably the best coach in the Eastern Conference.
No, he's not. You're crazy. He's not better than Brad Stevens.
See, that's some homers. Y'all, see.
Hey, he's got the rings to back it up,
I was just about to
baby.
say, who got the rings?
Who had LeBron?
He can't.
It don't matter.
Curse, you got to use that to your advantage. Oh,
Spo
managed those big egos. That's another notch on his belt.
That is not what they say when they talk about Phil Jackson and his rings. They don't say, "Oh, well, he had Jordan." They say he had 11 rings.
Yep.
No, they say he had the triangle offense.
That's bullshit. Okay. Okay. All right. We're going to go ahead and move to the West.
Brittel, we know what Mike's sipping on tonight.
Nah.
Gatorade.
But
let's pause for station identification with our sponsor, Gatorade.
All right,
this deal was just announced from Pepsi that they have signed Mike Murphy.
All right, let's move over to the West, man. I got Memphis falling out, and I got Utah falling out, and I gave those two spots to Denver and Minnesota. What y'all say?
All right. I got the Clippers falling out.
See, I think they're gonna I think somehow they're gonna manage to be in there. But go ahead.
The Clippers out, Utah is out, Memphis is out.
So who's your three?
New Orleans, Minnesota.
This motherfucker. Oh my god. Go ahead.
What? What's the problem?
It's that Boston shit, dog. Go ahead.
Why you hating, man? I was gonna give the 8th spot to the Lakers.
Hell no. You tripping?
Hey,
see, that's a failed drug test, dog.
That's how you feel?
Yeah, you get a drug test on Monday, dog. Well, go ahead.
And if it's not the Lakers, it'll be between Portland and Denver.
See, I got Denver. I think was Portland in the playoffs last year?
They were the 8th seed. They were 41 and 41, and Denver was 40 and 42. So it'll come down to them two for the 8th seed again. If it's not the Lakers.
No, we're not even gonna sniff the 8th seed. But yeah, what you got, Kirsch?
But I think Boogie moved on to New Orleans.
I'm looking at last season's 8 spots in the West. The Clippers were 4, and Utah was 5.
And they were tied with the same record.
They're going to fall for sure because OKC is going to jump up to at least 4, if not 3.
Okay.
They're going to be in that top 4 or 5. That's what I'm saying. I got Memphis dropping out, and so your back half, I got the... Oh, shit. Lost my screen. Apologies. I got the back half. I could see the Clippers eking in still. I could see Utah still squeaking in with like a 7th or 8th seed. Because the West is very, very top heavy.
They don't have any guards. Utah has no guards.
They didn't lose any guards.
They
got
did.
Dante. They got Dante coming back. Coming back. George is still there.
No, George is in Utah. George is in Sacramento.
Oh, that is right. Trey
English
Burke
is back.
Yep.
English is back.
I mean, they got Ricky Rubio. But he not
I
about
was
to do
gonna
that.
Shit.
Yeah, I think they still squeak in at like the 7th or 8th seed. They're gonna be a quick out.
They don't have the scorer in Hayward anymore.
That reliable go get a bucket guy. They need. Well, they got. Well,
Right.
They still got Joe
They
Johnson.
got
They got
Johnson.
Rodney Hood. They got Joe Ingles. They still got a lot of depth.
Are you talking about old Joe Dirt?
Hey, Joe still. He's still
Bro,
like
you gotta get
Joe.
no bucket.
When it's crunch time, are you serious? He got some game winners last season.
No buckets.
Joe, big money Joe. He still gets buckets and he's still cashing them checks.
I'm glad he's big money Joe to you because he's old Joe Dirt to me.
Man, Joe still got it, dog. But let's see.
The thing in New Orleans is gonna blow up in their face this year.
I don't see Boogie staying there. I say they're gonna trade Boogie before the middle of the season, and for some reason listen, because Cleveland has to get rid of that Brooklyn pick before it materializes to not be that top 1 or 2 pick before people can actually see what the pick is going to be. So I think he's going to be gone early. So I think for some reason I see Boogie going to Cleveland.
Boogie is not going to Cleveland. He's going to go to Boston.
So y'all have two.
We got picks.
I'm just gonna say this: Boogie is not gonna win a championship. So if I'm Cleveland or Boston, I don't want Boogie.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with that.
I feel like you hating.
I'm not hating. I just there's
his style.
There's a
his
certain championship
ability
mentality, and I don't believe that he has that.
I think if he goes and plays with LeBron,
he's not humble.
it's not about being. He's a very humble guy. He is a guy who hasn't had much discipline as far as coaching.
Sounds like you're on his Johnson, like Joe.
That's funny. I'm a Boogie supporter. I have always been a Boogie supporter. And
Yeah,
I think
they put together.
I think if he goes and plays with LeBron, like he needs somebody like LeBron, a Kobe, Michael Jordan, somebody like that for him to be great. And I think if Cleveland got him, dog, they're trouble. They're trouble.
They're trouble as it is.
Right, but they're already deep. You're going to need a Boogie to beat Golden State. Because they're small as fuck.
Listen to this, okay? Now I figured this out.
Okay.
I got Memphis out. I got Minnesota in, even though I think they're only going to be like maybe a 7 seed.
Minnesota?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think Portland ends up being like the 6th seed. And I think no, actually I take that back. I could see Minnesota getting up to maybe the 5th seed.
I told you Minnesota's going to be it.
And the Clippers are going to be right around there. I don't know, like it's just after the top 4 is just kind of like you can toss it up in the air. But here's the thing: the 8th seed is going to come down to, in my opinion, Utah, Denver, and if things go as they kind of look, I could see the Lakers not getting in, but being around.
I don't see where y'all seeing that at, but I appreciate the confidence.
Because of this, it is not going to be because like everybody's in love with Lonzo Ball. It's going to be because of the other first round pick, Kuzma.
What does Kuzma do? I haven't really watched. I didn't get a chance to watch Summer League.
He's the real deal.
Julius Randle is going to carry that team.
What does Kuzma play? What position?
He can play the 2, 3, or the 4. Like he's very versatile. He's that kind of player, and you're going to be able to play positionless basketball with him and Ingram and Lonzo and Clarkson, and that's what they've basically done now in Luke Walton's system. Is like, you know, you can just run 5 people out and pretty much be able to interchange, and they're all long or longer, I should say.
See, so do you got Julius Randle staying there, or are they going to ship him out?
No, he's gone at the end of the year. They're probably just going to let him walk.
What?
Unless he has some kind of amazing year, they let him walk. Kuzma and Larry Nance are both better players than Julius Randle.
Hey, Larry Nance is nice. No lie on that.
Wow.
The thing about Randle is Randle doesn't really necessarily fit in today's NBA because of his size and his skill set. He's more of like a Zach Randolph,
Yep.
like a bully power forward, and that doesn't really fit today's game. He has to either add some range or add some height at this point.
I could see him being like Draymond.
He don't have that game. He don't have
He
that game.
don't have the range though. But he can hit the free throw jumper. That's all he needs.
He don't play no damn defense. So
I was gonna say he's not as athletic as Draymond. He doesn't see the floor like Draymond.
yeah, Draymond can do. I mean, hell no. I mean, he can. Randall can get the ball and go. You know what I'm saying? He can run a break, but he's like Zach Randolph. I've never seen him finish with his right hand. He's gonna hit you with that spin, finish left hand. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what Randall does. So he no to the Draymond. But so we.
I could see Julius Randle ending up in Brooklyn at some point. Him and D'Angelo are real close. And hey, Brooklyn needs any kind of talent they can get right now since they ain't got draft picks.
Are you telling me you can see him walking or a trade?
Walking.
Okay. Yeah. I
don't think
Brooklyn would definitely pick him up.
There would definitely be some interest there.
So we good with the predictions on who's in and who's out.
Yeah.
Okay, this is something that I wanted to do. I wanted to go with the top 5 centers. Everybody, I wanted to get, just one list, but you didn't get the text, so Kirsch. So we'll just give you your list, and we'll just figure it out from there. We got. It's gonna be, probably top 4 that everybody got the same on their list, and then there's just one, straggler. So we'll figure it out. You go. Matter of fact, Mike, go ahead.
We doing centers or we doing power forwards?
Centers. You're just the 5, not the honorable mention.
No honorable mention.
Yeah, you don't have to.
All right. Let me get to my note real quick. I put.
Yeah, I'll go. I'll let you get yours.
I got it. I got it. For the top 5 centers, unfortunately, I mean, I'm not a Boogie fan, but can't deny talent. And I mean, the kid can go. So I put Boogie. Number 2, I got Karl Anthony Towns, force to be reckoned with. I got Gobert on the defensive side and the shot blocker. He's working on his game down there in the paint, so he's gonna be polished. I got Mark Gasol. I mean, his game speaks for himself.
Big Spain.
He's a go-to guy. And then my wrench that I threw in there is big Andre Drummond.
Okay.
Guaranteed 20-20 every game. So that's why I put him in there.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go with my top 5. I had no surprise. I had Boogie. That's that's a no-brainer. You got a guy who 27 and 11, 5 assists a night. That's what he averages. He can handle the ball. He can shoot. He can do all. Skill wise, he's one of the best big men. My next guy. Let's see. We got Hassan Whiteside. Let me pull up his numbers real quick. Hassan Whiteside. I think he's the best will guy. There's skill guys and there's will guys. I think Hassan is the best will player because he has a little bit of skill on top of, what your rebounds and your hustle stats. Guy averages 17 points, 14 rebounds, led the league in rebounds. Very active on the boards. Let's see. Average two blocks a game. That's a no-brainer, man. And what's dope about Hassan you don't have to run possessions for him. You know what I mean? You don't have to run plays for him. He's gonna get the ball, put it back. If you choose to give him the ball, he's got a couple moves, turn over both shoulders. He can finish. Next, I got my boy Nikola what's his name? Jokic, you know what I'm talking about? From Denver. This dude had a couple triples. Jokic, there you go. Jokic, 16 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists tonight. But the guy, couple nights, I seen him put up triple doubles. Very good passer from the post. Very high IQ guy. He don't mind banging, but he's a skill player. He's a skill player. He can step out, stretch a little bit. He's got nice range for a center. I think he's gonna have a big year this year too. So he's starting, and he was a second round pick, 41st pick overall. I thought that's dope too. Next, I got Rudy Gobert. The Stifle Tower, man. Ultimate will guy. Straight up defense. He damn near averaged 3 blocks a game. He can do some things on offense. You talked about it, Mike. Guy averaging 12 rebounds. Put back guy. I seen him hit a couple game winners last year on some putbacks and shit. Big time player. I really like Rudy Gobert. And the easiest one, man. The easiest pick of all. Next to the other Wildcat, you got to go with Big Cat, man. Guy averaged 25 and 12 last year. Let's see. He was the first big man to do that. Well, he's 20? Under 20. He was 20 last year. Last 20-year-old to do that was Shaq, man. That says a lot. And the thing that I put Big Cat in the 5th position is that he's not a great passer out of the post. You know what I'm saying? He can pass out a double team, but he don't really look for his teammates, out of the high post or anything like that. That's the part of his game he got to add. But everything else he can do at this level. And he can play defense. He don't mind having the ball in the crunch time. He's a defensive anchor. He dope. He a dope player, and to be 20 and doing that. And what's dope about him is that Big Cat kind of got Anthony Davis forgot about, huh? Because Anthony Davis was a couple years ago, that was the guy he was trying to build your team around. Big Cat came in the league and shook it, and now, Anthony Davis is kind of an afterthought. What you got, Kirsch?
In no particular order, because you can really argue orders for all these.
True.
Karl Anthony Towns, DeAndre Jordan,
Will guy,
DeMarcus Cousins, Hassan Whiteside, and then I guess my 5 would be a toss-up. I guess if he's healthy, I would go Marc Gasol. But if Marc Gasol is not healthy, I'd say Rudy Gobert.
Fair enough. I wanted to do the power forward position. I didn't classify like small ball power forwards. I just classified your standard power forwards. I'll give you mine. Flip, I got Anthony Davis. He's a 4 or 5, but Paul Millsap. We all seen what he did. And that's Denver. That's why Denver's gonna be a playoff team, because they got Paul Millsap and Jokic. So that's gonna be a fun front court. I gave Kevin Love, man. I gave Kevin Love. Put him in there. If Chris Bosh was playing, Kevin Love would be out. I gotta give my boy Day, man. Draymond Green. We all know what he can do. He's like he forced to be reckoned with. Defensive Player of the Year. He's the engine of that Golden State Warriors team. He the heart, and what else can you say about Draymond? He's been like a team leader. His every level he's played at. Michigan State, you've seen him being a vocal leader. You know what I'm saying? That shit you can't even put on the stat sheet. You know what I mean? And I hate to do this, but like it's the truth. I can't hate on him. He didn't have a great playoff last year. Very lackadaisical, but skill wise, I mean he can't be. He's at the top of the NBA and power forward. So I got to take LaMarcus Aldridge. What you guys think?
I'll let you go, Kurt.
I like the Anthony Davis, obviously. I like Draymond. I'd put Blake in there.
Oh yeah, Blake. But see, he's definitely added some things to his game.
I think we're going to see his expanded game without Chris Paul, because you can really run an offense through Blake.
Yeah.
Damn,
I forgot about Blake.
3. I like Kevin Love. So that's 4. And then it's too late in his career to say Dirk, but I like the kind of what I call the younger version of Dirk and Porzingis.
Okay. All right, we got 2. All right, go ahead, Mike.
You took my guy in Porzingis.
I knew. Yeah. That's 2. That's 2-1. So on the official list of what we could put out, Porzingis would be on the top. So go ahead.
And I want to be the wrench thrower. That's me being me. I want to put Jabari Parker up there.
He's more of a small forward, though.
Right.
He's not. He's not, though.
In a small ball. He's a small ball power forward. That's why I didn't put him in there.
Like Carmelo's going to be.
Yeah, see, that's small ball.
Right.
So that's why I didn't want to do that.
We're talking natural positions.
Yeah, natural.
I mean, if that's the case, then Brendan Allen is number 1.
Here we go. Here we go.
Come on, man. It ain't fair, man.
Well, go ahead. I can't. I wouldn't put Jabari there.
Oh, I know you wouldn't. But I mean, since he was hurt and all, but I mean, regardless how you look at it, the kid scores from every asset. I mean, he runs the floor, he passes the ball with great instincts. I mean, that's why I would put him there. He's producing the same amount LaMarcus Aldridge is. He just doesn't have the playoff I guess, backing or whatever yet to be able to say, hey, he did this in the playoffs, because LaMarcus Aldridge did.
What has LaMarcus done in the playoffs?
Right, nothing. AD, of course, he goes there, although he sucked it up last year and he regressed. I don't know why.
I think Boogie being there kind of stifled him, because he got to share. Like, they're trying to run the offense through both of them, when really they got to pick and choose. Like, they got to choose who they run it with, and then, hey, you're going to be second fiddle. This is how we're going to do things. You're here to help, but you're not here to be the man. They got to make that clear. or they might end up losing AD. Who knows? I mean, he got that big ass contract, but still.
Yeah, he not going nowhere.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. They don't want to say that.
Ain't nobody trying to take that money.
Yeah, they will. They sure will.
But we all know I'm a hustle guy, and Draymond is on there for sure. I mean, and right now the best I think in the league as far as production wise, bang for your buck. Millsap is giving that to you regardless.
Damn, that shit would be a toss-up to try to put all. So we agree on Draymond, Anthony Davis. I give y'all Porzingis.
He ain't want to. You hear that curse? He ain't want to at all.
I had him for fantasy last year. He's mad inconsistent. So, I mean, I'll give him a chance this year, but he from night to night, he's not. He's not a every night guy. I noticed that about him. So that's why I didn't pick him up.
Because he had Melo. Now he don't have Melo.
We'll see. We'll see this year. You know what I'm saying? We'll definitely see this year.
We need to do some fantasy basketball.
I can't do fantasy basketball again, dog. I can't. I ain't got it in me, dog. That shit too long. It's too many games. And the way I like fantasy football, like boom, you got your one day that you need to be watching. You know what I'm saying? And then like if you got a player on Thursday, then you watch for Thursday. Or Monday.
I do DraftKings basketball, but I'm not doing those.
Definitely not no whole season, bro. I can't do it.
Can we make like a little league type thing, and then we just do like
from
once
night
a
to
week?
night?
No, like once a week on DraftKings. Can we make our own little league, and then we do like, hey, we're gonna do something every Sunday, every Saturday, whatever, something like that. Is that possible? You know what I mean?
Basically, you can just make your own invitation to whoever want to play that day.
Yeah, I'd rather do it that way, dog, because like being locked in. We'll talk about it off air, but yeah, that's pretty much we got that shit down pretty quick though, man. We ran through that really quick. That's everything I wanted to talk about. Anything y'all want to talk about?
Yeah, we about to make our championship pick or what?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
We're
Go
gonna
ahead. That's gonna be quick. Go ahead.
We're gonna wait till the beginning of the season so we know everybody's rosters or what?
We don't need it. We don't need that. That shit been decided already.
So that's how you get it?
I don't need. Yeah. Barring any injury, Golden State straight through. They might sweep everybody in the playoffs. I wouldn't be surprised.
See, I don't like the way you had to asterisk that. Barring any injury.
I'm for real, because you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can be hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Anybody can get hurt.
if you lose one, is that still your pick?
If somebody get hurt?
Yeah, if they lose one, is that still your pick?
Nah.
Depends on who they
It
lose.
depends on. Yeah, it depends. That's if all bets are off. If they're not healthy when playoffs time come, or you know what I'm saying, or somebody get hurt for more than the majority of the year, they end up being the second or third seed. They don't have home court advantage. Yeah, all that shit plays into factor in the playoffs. So, I mean, they're a number one seed team, man. We know that they've been a number one seed team for the past how many years, unless the Spurs want to try to come fuck shit up. But it's still. We know Golden State.
Hey,
they got this 7-foot monster on their team called Kevin Durant. He probably gonna tweet from his fake account and talk shit about people all year while they're winning. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's. I think this shit been. It's already been decided, man. But you go ahead and take your pick. Who you got winning?
Because of the shakeup today, I'm gonna take the Cavs.
Okay, Kirsch.
Golden State.
Yeah.
Golden State in the landslide.
Landslide.
I got faith in the East, baby.
That shit would be dope. Don't get me wrong. I would love to see LeBron win it again. I think that would be dope. and the party would be fun because we in Ohio. But I'm saying,
Yeah, we got to be at the party this year.
yeah, if they win, but we just not gonna be in the party. It's not gonna be a party. If we want to be at a party, we're gonna have to fly to Oakland. I'm saying.
Well,
Yeah, y'all got my pick.
well,
I hope I'm wrong, but
we know we're not flying to the White House.
I'm either or. No team, nobody's flying to the White House.
All right.
Yeah. You think they'd be petty enough to fly to Obama's house?
That would be dope. That would be super dope. That would be as dope as dope could be. The championship Golden State Warriors have flown to Chicago to President, former President Barack Obama's house.
Man, I don't think they say president. I don't think they say former. They still say, what 45th president? That's what they say? Or something like that, 44th?
The 45th president of the United States.
No, that's Trump.
No,
Trump. So
no, we don't talk. We don't say 45, man.
Yeah, it's 44.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, okay.
Yeah,
The 44th president.
We just call the guy now 45. We don't say his name.
Oh. Hey,
Yeah.
you know what's really crazy? Y'all, we've been alive for like 5 presidents, y'all. 6 presidents.
Yeah. That's
That's
wild.
crazy. Right.
Um,
Sit back and think about it, but
yeah, man. Yeah, I don't have anything else. I mean, we went over everything, man. So until next time, man. Y'all be easy. Be sure to check out the I Can't Afford to Quit podcast. iTunes, Stitcher, Podomatic, same places that I'm posting this up on the I Can't Afford to Quit new podcast feed. So you guys will be able to see that too. So yeah, until next time, man. Y'all stay up.
you say
Oh, no. Yo, we got to talk about the WNBA. Because they don't get fucking love. They don't get no fucking love.
none.
They had a late buzzer, like down to the wire game. Who is that? The Sparks won. Shout out to them.
Peter Parker.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Balling.
sir.
Who you got winning, Kirsch?
She beat Maya Moore.
Yes.
I don't watch WNBA.
So you're not supposed to say that. See? Yeah, I was hoping you said
Right.
just I don't really know.
Hater
It's too close to say.
Is Minnesota still in it? I'll go with Minnesota.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the plan. Minnesota and Los Angeles.
Yeah, repeat. It's repeated last year.
All right, I'll go with Minnesota.
Okay. Yeah, man. We'll see. We'll see. We'll talk more about that. Huh?
I have a serious question though. Do they play 3-game series, 5-game series?
Last I checked, it was 30, wasn't it?
Oh,
Let me check.
so potentially, I guess it could all be over with today, when this game is over with, or tomorrow.
Hold on.
This is so bad. We love y'all at WNBA. We really not trying to be this way with y'all. We gonna pay more attention. I promise.
I thought about it late when I was putting the rundown together. I was like, yo, man, we gotta show this some fucking love.
Minnesota is leading right now, 50-60 at the end of the third quarter.
I don't promise.
Well, you could be a dick. I'm gonna pay attention.
I'm just saying I don't promise.
Hey, the LA Sparks, they stayed in the locker room for the national anthem.
Oh no, son! Nah, it's a 7-game series. Oh no, best of 5. My fault.
Yeah, 5.
They might They might as well let them play 7. They might as well let them go ahead and get it in.
Hey, this is upsetting though. It really is like the headline title. It says just another case of history repeating.
Wow.
Because it's basically between those two teams.
I mean, I think LA gonna edge it out though, man. They got the star power. They got more stars on their team. They got a better roster. Well, they both deep. I don't know. My pick is in LA though. Yeah. I haven't really got a chance to watch much all year. I watched a couple games, but yeah, we definitely got to show them more love. But yeah, now we're really exiting on that note, man. I appreciate you guys for being on the call, man. I'll holler at y'all. Be safe. Peace.
Peace.